Hey guys, good morning. My name is Linda, also known as Lily. A lot of you know me as Miami Boss Mom. So I wanted to give you guys some tips. So I know a lot of you know that I am a paralegal and I've been doing that for about 15 years now. So I wanted to give you guys some tips that's going to help you stay organized, going to help you where even if you're just in an office job, doesn't have to be a paralegal job. So let's get to it. The first thing is you want to calendar your tasks. So I personally use a passion planner, which is actually number 2. So my passion planner keeps me organized and I put everything inside. If you can see, it gives you the daily schedule, hour per hour, starting at 6 o'clock a.m. until 10:30 p.m. So I calendar in every 30 minutes what my tasks are, unless I'm going to take an hour or two on certain things. So I have here now at 8:30, once I'm done with this video, I'm going to work on a new divorce petition. At 9:30, I'm going to work for one of the other attorneys. At 10 o'clock, I'm going to work on some subpoenas. At 11 o'clock, I have a new motion I have to draft. At noon is like around the time I take my lunch break. I'm going to do some more learning time with my daughter on a one-on-one basis. Then doing something personal that I'm working on. Then at 1 o'clock, I'm working on a settlement agreement. And then I have a couple of follow-ups I need to do. And then I have an eye doctor appointment at 3 because I still see blurry a little bit with these glasses. So I need to figure out what to do because personally, I still, like when I'm looking at my emails, I'm seeing myself doing that. So, and I see better with my contacts, but I need to see good with my glasses. So I have that eye doctor appointment at 3. Then I'm going to do some social media stuff around 4:30, have dinner on 5:30, so on and so forth. So I have everything pretty organized on what my tasks are. And then on the bottom, it says personal to-do list, work to-do list, like what are the most important things that you have to get done. So that's why I personally really like this passion planner. It keeps me organized. The next thing I do is I do calendar my tasks into my my Google Calendar, which also pairs with my iPhone calendar. So it's through my personal email. So even though I work for several different attorneys, I don't put it on their calendar. I put it on my own personal calendar so I know what I have to follow up with, so on and so forth. So pretty much if it's just like a follow-up, it's going to be in my all day section. And then if it's something I'm actually working on, an appointment, a Zoom, a hearing, or whatever it is, it's on for that specific time and for the time frame I'm going to need for it. So calendar everything. And if you just did something today and you know you need to follow up on Thursday, then add that to your follow-up list on Thursday so you don't forget. Because then people are going to be after you like, hey, did you do that? Hey, did you call and follow up on that? People shouldn't be asking you. If you followed up on something, you should be proactive and already know to do that. You're not a kid. So the next thing is setting your priorities straight. So what are your priorities on a daily basis? What is the most important thing? So you should always start your day with the 5 most important things to do list. Your 5 top priorities, and you want to get those done first. The first thing that you should work on is a deadline. The next thing is hearing dates. So you have to make sure that you're meeting deadlines and you're prepared for hearing dates. Does the file need to be prepared? Do you need to confirm what the hearing date is? Do you have all the documents that you need for this and that? If it's a mediation, is all the discovery provided? Those type of things. Is there a settlement agreement that you can work on before mediation to try to settle? Those type of things. The next one is becoming friends with judicial assistants. So if you work for an attorney and you're always calling the judge's office, they want to know who you are. So without saying names, there's about 3 or 4 judges that I know their assistants for many, many, many years. There's actually one that retired that I'm so sad that since I started at 18 years old, I've known her, and then she just literally recently retired. But a lot of these judicial assistants jump from new judges. So there was an old judge, I'm not going to say any names, and the judicial assistant worked for that judge. Now she's in a new chambers, and I realized who she was, and we're like, oh my God, whatever. And she knew me from another specific office that I worked for a very long time. So always build friendships, relationships with these people. Don't be rude to them, especially not judicial assistants, because you never know when you're going to need them to do you a favor. Do you need a continuance in a hearing? Do you need an order signed as soon as possible? They're going to help you with that because it's you. Okay, sometimes they don't have that rapport with the attorney, but they're going to have that with you. And the fact that you have such good relationships with all these judicial assistants gives you more, like if you're looking for a new job, you know, you have these relationships, people are going to back you up. And the next one is don't burn your bridges. Never burn your bridges with any employer, because you never know when you're going to need them to recommend someone. You never know if they're friends with someone that you want to talk to in the future. I've gotten referrals from other attorneys because of the rapport that I've built, because of the friendships that I built. I don't burn my bridges. I'm still friends and cool with everybody that I've ever worked with. And that is a great thing. And that's also my personality, because you know the type of person that I am. I'm not the type of person, you know, to be rude to anybody unless there's a reason for it. And if you were ever rude to me and I didn't feel comfortable, I sit down with you, which is the next thing. If you ever feel like your employer is not making you feel comfortable in any way, or you didn't like how they spoke to you, you tell them, hey, I would really like to talk to you today. And whenever you have a chance to talk to them, say, listen, I really didn't like how you spoke to me yesterday. It made me feel really uncomfortable. And we're like a family here. We're together more than we are with our own family. And I would really like to feel comfortable here. If there's something that I did wrong, please let me know and I'll work on it. But please don't ever speak to me like that again, because it really made me feel uncomfortable. Why are you going to be rude to them? Be like, don't talk to me like that. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're not going to talk to me like that. I'm sorry. You don't be ratchet in a workplace. Sorry. Do that in the street, but not in a workplace. Keep it professional. The next one is dress to impress. I've always been known for Ms. Bling. I've always been known for fashionista, because I like to dress up. Everywhere I've gone, I accessorize. I had the matching bag sometimes, but you don't have to do that. Just dress nice. Don't you want to be known as a person who dresses nice, or do you want to be known as a person like, she does not know how to dress? She comes in here smelling bad, like she doesn't even keep herself together. You want to go every day looking like you're in there for an interview. Like, seriously. You want to be known for something. You want to be known as a scruffy girl who just sits in the corner and like she doesn't really do that great at her job. She's just there. No, you want to be known as, this is a valued person who works for me. This person comes and shows up every single day. They look the part and they do the part. Enough said. Next one is setting alarms. So I do set alarms for, like, let's say I'm going to follow up with people at 10 o'clock. Let's say I wrote an email and I said, if I don't hear from you, because this is another one, you have to do specific emails. So if I do have an attorney I work with, she's the other side on one of our cases. I'm not going to say names, but this particular attorney, she's constantly taking forever to get back to emails. So it frustrates me. So what I usually do is, for example, dear so-and-so, or good afternoon, we have X, Y, and Z dates for a motion for whatever, right? We need to set this as soon as possible. If I don't hear from you by 5 p.m. today, I will assume any date is okay and I will go ahead and schedule it. Please get back to me as soon as possible. Have a great day. Okay, so I put an alarm on my phone, like 5 o'clock or 5:10. And I'm like, oh, she didn't respond to my email. I'm just going to go ahead and set it. Or if I said 3 p.m., 4 p.m., you get my point. So that is very important that you do that. And then set alarms in your phone. Did you say you were going to call a client at 2 o'clock? Put an alarm on your phone that you're going to call that client back. So when your alarm rings, call them. Do you have a phone conference? You don't want to forget your phone conference. You don't want to forget your Zooms. Set an alarm 5 minutes before. Get yourself ready and attend. I like to do 5-10 minutes before, just in case I'm working on something. I know to like finish it up and get to the next thing. So that is important. The next one is the folder method. So I personally love the folder method. Let me kind of show you what I mean. So I'm so sorry here. All up on you, so sorry. So I have my folder method here. So in here, I create folders for everything. So I have, for example, what I used to do is when I worked in just one place, now I have different attorneys, so I have one folder for each attorney, and then I have to do today, to do next week, and pending. So I have those little folders, and then I just create like little, like I have these cute little ones. I create a task, I write some notes on it and I put it inside that folder. The next thing you can do too is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Create, like for example, I'm going to do this on Wednesday, put it in the Wednesday folder. I'm going to do this on Monday, put it in the Monday folder. I'm going to put this on Friday, next week. Make folders, and I promise it's going to make your life easier. Unless you just want to do the whole calendar thing, then that's fine. And then the very last thing is keep clients updated. If somebody was served with a subpoena and so the other side has 20 days to respond or whatever, right? Send the client an email and say, hi, just wanted to let you know that your ex-wife was served with the divorce papers. She has 20 days to respond. We'll keep you updated once we receive that so that we can continue with your case. If you have any questions, please get back to me. Have a great day. Something very simple like that, sending them an email. You really don't have to call them. If you know that they have a deadline and they need to provide some documents, you send them the documentation. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure that before the deadline, you're following up a week before or a week or two before, depending on the time frame, and just kind of like, did they provide anything? Call them. Hey, the deadline is coming up. I haven't received anything. When can I receive them? Just keep that follow-up. It's very important. In order to work very well, following up is very important. Even if you have a business and you're building a social media business, following up is key. If you're not following up with these people, they're not just going to reach out to you. You have to follow up everywhere. If you have a new client who's interested in getting a divorce or getting whatever it is that they're doing, a criminal case, whatever, they want to hire your office, you want to follow up. Hey, how are you? I know we talked last week in regards to you hiring our firm for your divorce case. Just wanted to follow up with you to see where you were at with that. Is there any way that I can help you get started? Sometimes it's a money issue. Work out a plan. But that's all I have for you today. So I hope these tips were helpful. If you have any type of tips you want to provide, please comment them below. I am going to be uploading this to YouTube, to Instagram TV. This is right now my Facebook Live. And I guess that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you have any other questions that you may want to ask me, you can always message me personally. You can also email me at l.rodriguez305@gmail.com. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Talk to you soon. Bye.